She was 3 months old. The ground she was standing on was too hot to lie down on. Everything on that slope was moving downhill. She had stopped. Her name is Jara. The gray scrub that covers these slopes, and the first plant back after fire. She is a European wildcat, not a stray. A wild species, born wild, above the Alberche. She lives in one of the most populated regions of Spain. And almost nobody has ever seen her. Wildcats hold the ground furthest from us. Distance is not a preference. It is the whole strategy. At 3 months, a wildcat is close to independent. Close. She still hunts beside her mother, still follows her line through the scrub, still learns which ground holds rabbits and which holds nothing. The smoke came before the fire did. Her mother went down the slope fast. The way a wild animal goes, without checking. Jara took another line. By the time the wind turned, there was a wall of heat between them. A firebreak is a line where the fuel stops. Four meters of scraped soil. No scrub, no shade, nothing to hide under. It is the safest place on a burning hillside. And for an animal built entirely around cover, it is the worst.
Keep pushing it, hold that line.
The crew was pulling back to the road when one of them stopped walking. Ash in her coat, whiskers burned short at the tips. Eyes running from the smoke, no wound, nothing broken. A gray tabby kitten, sitting in the open, 10 meters from a truck. He had a box in the vehicle. He had a number to call. And he had about 90 seconds before the crew moved.
Sector 3, requesting a status check.
Everything he had ever been taught pointed the same way. Down the hill, into the truck, out of the fire. Then he looked at the tail. A house cat's tail is thin, and it tapers to a point. Hers was thick, ringed and black, and it ended blunt, cut flat like a brush. 4 dark lines ran back across her skull. and joined into one along her spine. And a wildcat kitten in a cardboard box does not become a rescued animal. It becomes something else, permanently. He lifted her in a glove. Folded her into the front of his jacket. And walked uphill. Away from the road, away from the vehicle. Toward the black. Ground the fire has already crossed. Is the safest ground on the mountain. There is nothing left on it to burn.
Unintelligible radio noise.
It is also the worst ground a person can carry a living animal across. 400 meters of ash, still warm through the boots. On the radio, they asked him where he was going. Nobody answered him. Over the shoulder of the hill, the fire had never arrived. Gray-green scrub, unburnt. He knelt at the edge of it, opened the glove, and set her down. She did not run toward him. She did not run away. She flattened against the soil. And made a sound no house cat makes. Then he walked back down. "90 seconds up, 4 minutes down. No part of it was for us. They came back at first light. Ash holds a track the way snow does. He found two, crossing the black from the unburnt side. One small, one larger. He never saw either animal again. Most wildcats do not survive their first year. The species is protected and barely studied. It is the wild animal that looks most like a tame one, and one of the ones we understand least. He did not save her. He gave her back the only chance she had. The story is fictional. The wild it honors is real.